matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. We'll kick it off to get us underway.
Let's get this show on the road, man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him, they know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Gonna run it, it's Young. Got the first down.
Damn.
Looking for more. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown time.
Damn.
Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
Kickoff unit.
That's not how we wanted to start it.
Will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gamecocks offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gamecocks are on the move. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You can find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally tough.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And that was incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, Dave?
First of all, everybody saw it.
And the defense
Good start
gets
defense.
home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Good start defense.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
This time he's got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Try to get that.
By the defense on that shot to the end zone.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Extra point here will tie the game.
I just had to trust in my team, man.
They really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was
Yes, sir. I had to trust in my team, man.
the end zone. We're taking shots. We need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that
Now we gotta play some good defense right here. Some good defense.
Knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not.
They're not bringing that out.
And then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole.
Damn, not my dog. Damn, not my dog.
Play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Damn.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves defense finally got him on the ground.
I'm not putting him in, man. I'm not putting him in. It's a big game.
High school recruiting just last week.
It's a big game right here.
Four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads it downfield.
Good pass breakup. Thank you. Good pass breakup. Hard.
Gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Way to make the pass, Bryce.
In the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing
That's the plan, Nicky, man.
to Ole Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back.
That's the plan, man.
You should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Williams.
Ah, I got the first.
This guy has the jukes, the wiggles, the squirts. Just went right past him and picked up the first down. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Horton. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd.
No. Damn. I should have blitzed. I should have blitzed.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Nice move to keep running. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the air on second and short. Into the end zone.
Oh, should have been there.
Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great
I gotta get my defense off the field, man.
Defense not able to cover him.
Not for a
That's his
touchdown,
10th
though.
receiving touchdown on the year.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll start this drive going to the air. Wide open downfield. He's loose down the left side. He's at the... And he got away from the defense.
Let's go.
And takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
Ooh-wee.
It's worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle.
That's crazy work.
Not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And man, the big fellas up front.
Crazy work, I'll tell you.
They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ah.
In the middle, it's Hale. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, right, Nicky.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
There we get him to punt it, man. Hopefully it's not a fake. Okay.
And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this
Wide open spaces. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him with that last catch. He now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The inside handoff.
Let's go, baby. That's what we need. That's what we need.
so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kick is
Almost
up
missed
and
it.
good and put one more on the lead. scoring
Yes, sir,
drive to
Nicky,
score
man. We
legs.
trying to get this dub, man.
Kickoff unit
We
is
trying to
out
move up
there.
back on the
Look at
rankings.
that last drive, quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Adams. And the return will be knocked down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've...
Turning it on.
Damn.
Slippery.
Damn, Ryan Williams.
Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
This guy is officially a
Damn, Ryan Williams.
second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7.
Damn, 15 seconds. That's terrible.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got a man, it's Harbor. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. After the filthy move, he's got room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Give to the running back. Makes a man miss. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right back to it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Everywhere, it's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag.
They love doing that on me.
In his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Takes the easy one to the back. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Mendoza. And he'll chuck that one away and save it down. Nobody was able to
get past the line of scrimmage?
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Let's go, Dylan!
Got him at the 27. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field.
No blocking.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll get this drive started from the 29. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. The short hands. It's Harbor.
Let's go! Let's go, Harbor!
Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Quick strike complete. Fights off the defender. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Caught behind the line. It's Horton. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short.
Oh, wait.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. They'll run play action. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Makes the catch. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. A strike downfield. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he slipped through the crowd and Hill.
And there goes number 8 for the haters in the chat, man.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense.
Yes, sir, man. We gotta put a belt to your ass, man. We gotta make a mark, man. Let us know, man. We just beat the number. We're beating the number 8 team right now.
They're gonna open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Young. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do.
Let's go, man. We're trying to make a statement.
After that earlier sack.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Oh! No, that's not how I want to get off the field, y'all.
That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Damn, Daniel.
Set up with another 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to...
Yes, sir, I saw that coming. I saw that coming.
He'll try to take it back.
Come on. Come on. Damn, Ryan! Damn, I just got hawked. Oh, that wasn't even Ryan.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone. Bad decision, poor throw. It gets picked off. And how about the return all the way back to the opponent's red zone? That was incredible.
Oh,
first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by
This game is over.
To Duke.
Oh, you're talking about that game. I was about to say, this game is over, my boy.
This kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The play action fake. Grab behind the line. It's Horton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking to pass, it's Mendoza. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Rides the back on the option to give. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Can you show a dub?
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away
Trying to
all
run the
of
club.
his primary options down the field, so he
Yeah,
has
run
to
the
check it down
club.
to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They go to the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Creates a little room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defense.
Intercepted. Big play.
Another one.
Drive. Got some room to run.
Trying to find a plug.
In the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that would be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense out to start the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Beck. They'll run the screen. Down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Hey, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Offense set on first down. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and reading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Back to throw, it's Overton. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
To the air on second down. Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The give as they work on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Power football with the run. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
And that is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You